Have you ever questioned if God is still performing miracles today? Or was it just a Bible topic that Jesus Christ healed people that were blind, healed the sick, and also on top of it, were able to raise people from the dead, not just himself alone? Of course, there's many liars, such as many of these big churches that try to have people pay a ton of money so they can walk again or do some form of miracle setting with them. But I'm going to tell you right now is that that's not the kind of miracles that we see God doing today. There's in fact so many miracles that we have so missed out on if we are not faithful to Him. But let me tell you what kind of miracles those really are. I have a book here called Miracles I Have Seen by Dr. Lewis Arnold. Now, Dr. Lewis Arnold was a special character. Not only was he a great preacher, he had thousands of people at his tent revivals. He even was a pilot and had loudspeakers to get people saved. Not only all that, but from the very beginning, he almost did not even survive. Okay, when in his childhood, he had such bad illnesses. He was almost, cut in the neck to death by the doctor. It was crazy, right? But on top of it, his mother had previous children that did not survive from childbirth, and he was the only child that was able to survive, which was something. And so I have such a miraculous book here that tells all those stories, but even in the very back, we start seeing all of his life story where we know that he had such a blessed life and so many miracles that God gave him, and he lived to over 100 years old. So Dr. Lewis Arnold today is all about the miracles that he has seen. It's called Miracles I Have Seen. And I recommend to pick it up at fundamentalbaptistbooks.com today, because guess what? You're probably never going to understand completely all the miracles God can do for you. So why not see what He has done for others in this modern day, so you can be able to see how you can apply your life to the same situations and have God's blessings upon you. Now, Dr. Lewis Arnold is such a fascinating character. You can learn so much about him in this book. Just from the very get-go, it tells you his beginning childhood stories, but then also preaching from the sky, as I mentioned. He's out there, he's a pilot, but he was also just trying to get to these different locations. He was also going into foreign countries. Tells all about in this book here. I'm not going to spoil all the details because it is so much to cover, but I am going to tell you right now that it was so fascinating, so unique, so miraculous, all the miracles that God has done in his life alone, that I am not just stressed enough that you need to get this book, okay? And so let me just say, though, if you love to hear about preachers of the past, this is a book to get, because you're not going to want to miss out on all the amazing stories that happened in Dr. Lewis Arnold's life alone. And so today, in this modern day, we have Commonwealth Baptist College, which is a ministry of Clays Mill Baptist Church, and he was the founder pastor of Clays Mill Baptist Church. And so you should definitely check out and see what his ministry turned into, and how also he was able to start up all these new local churches in the area, and even in Cincinnati, Ohio. And so all these different regions have been helped by this guy. So please go to fundamentalbaptistbooks.com so you can order Miracles I Have Seen by Dr. Lewis Arnold.